Hey guys, Sophia here with turquoisetoffee.wordpress.com, and I'm back with another video. Today we're talking about the 2022 IFBB Pro League Caribbean Grand Prix Pro Bikini and Wellness results. So it was a smaller competition, but man, packed with some amazing athletes. Everybody looked beautiful, some fabulous top fives. And before I get into it, just a reminder, there were two other shows this weekend, the Thailand Pro and the Muscle Contest Rio Pro. So I will be back with recaps of those two shows as soon as I have my hands on the scorecards and stage photos. So make sure you subscribe, you don't want to miss it. Okay, now, in terms of Olympia, this Caribbean show is considered a Tier 4 contest. So the winner qualifies for Olympia, 2nd through 5th receive the points you see at the bottom, and at the end of the qualification period, the top 3 in the point standings all get to go to Olympia. So looking at the Pro Bikini scorecard, here's our top 5. In 5th place, Natea. 4th, Elisangela. 3rd, Alessia. 2nd, Ashlyn. And 1st, Ellie. So here's Natea in 5th place, and she looks fantastic. I love the color of her suit, of course, but it looks beautiful with her dark hair. It's striking against her skin tone. I think the suit was a perfect color. She's got fantastic definition. I love all of this detail in her leg, a little bit of detail in the leg behind. I think she's got beautiful shape and lots of nice definition in her arms. So I think she looks really good from a conditioning standpoint. And then from an hourglass perspective, also really fantastic. Very broad in her shoulder and her collarbone, and then a nice lat, a nice small stomach, and a beautiful shape to her glute. So I'm super impressed. I think she looks really good. Perhaps I would have relaxed this arm a little bit, not quite have it out so much. I don't think she needs to do that to create any kind of illusion of width. She's got a lot of space up top. So I would have just relaxed the arm a little closer down to her glute, but that's the only thing I can think of. I think she looked really good. Okay, Elisangela in 4th place also looks amazing. I'm super impressed by her flat midsection. She's got some great obliques, really nice shape and size to her glutes, a beautiful curve to her hamstring. However, I do feel that there was a lot of bling. I think that it could have been a little bit more subtle. The straps, all the connectors are quite thick, and then she's got thick jewelry, lots of thickness to her bracelets. She's got that extra strap on her shoe. To me, it was just a lot of extra beautiful things to look at, whereas I just want to kind of all that stuff to be a little bit more quiet and to notice her figure more. But in terms of her physique, I think she looks really fantastic. Really nice definition. I like this little line, the groove in her hip. Her shoulders, I think she could have a little bit more roundness to her delts for sure, but she's got beautiful arms, and overall I think she did really well, and I thought 4th place was very good. Okay, Alessia in 3rd place. Her picture is getting tiny. She has done so many contests in this qualification period. And what actually I noticed the most comparing the photos was her beautiful posing. I really like how she's twisting a lot, and she's really opening her shoulders and her chest towards the photographer. Now, certainly it could just be the angle that this photo has been taken, but I think she looks really good. Like when you compare how much of her torso and her stomach and her shoulders we see versus, for example, the Atlantic Coast, I prefer this myself. I know she got first at the Atlantic Coast, but I really like that we get to see a lot of her body, and I think that it makes the hourglass look really beautiful. But this is too small. Let's look at her a little bigger. I think she, as usual, has beautiful conditioning. She's got a really nice line running down her leg, as always. Her midsection looks really nice, her obliques. I do think that Alessia could have a little bit more shape to her shoulder, particularly this one in the back. This one seems to have like a nice roundness, but this one kind of disappears. And I think she could have a little bit more size in her arms even. But it's just this back arm to me that looks a little bit not matching the rest of her size. But that's it. And I think she's just doing phenomenally this whole season. Beautiful suit, beautiful skin. She looks great. Okay, Ashlyn in second. Check out those shoulders. See what I mean? She just looks really buff. She looks pumped up. She looks full. Both of her arms have beautiful shape. She's got the curve to the delt, the curve to the arms, the biceps and the tricep both have really nice shape in the straight arm and in the bent arm. So I really like that. Her lats look really full. Her midsection looks small. I don't think this is the leanest we've ever seen Ashlyn. We haven't seen her in a while. This is her first time in the top 5 in this qualification period. But I know I've seen her with a little bit more rib, a little bit more detail in her legs. And I'm kind of on the fence. I do like even more definition on Ashlyn, particularly when you see more in the leg. But I love how smooth her midsection is. There's not too much rib showing. So I think she looks really good. It's a tricky balance. And I think this is a really nice look for her. She's got a beautiful shape to her leg. Really nice glutes from this side angle here. Beautiful blue suit. I think it's a great color with her light blonde hair. But mostly I'm impressed by her upper body, believe it or not. I think her shoulders, the lats, fabulous. All right, and now Ellie in first. To me, she has all of those things that I want. She's got the buff, really full, beautiful upper body. Her shoulders look just phenomenal. I think her shoulders look even better than they did at the Boston Pro. They're just so round. Both of them, right? She just has a gorgeous shape. She's got a nice amount of muscle in her arms. She's posing beautifully to really show off the hourglass shape. Her stomach looks fantastic, really nice, chiseled, deep oblique, but not too much rib, not too much of a six-pack. I think because her hair is off her shoulder, you really see that hourglass shape compared to the Minneapolis, right? At the Minneapolis, you really noticed her tiny waist, but here you're noticing that flare. You're noticing that beautiful S curve, and I think it's gorgeous. And then you're also having amazing conditioning. So she's got unbelievable detail, this beautiful line running down her leg. Her hamstrings have a nice curve. Her glutes look fabulous. She's got this gorgeous shape, and it dips and it comes in, and I love it. So I think she nailed all of it. She's got great posing, great definition, great size, beautiful balance, and then her presentation is perfect too. She's got a beautiful suit to complement her skin and her hair. Not too much bling. I'm not noticing a lot of lines. It's dainty, very pretty. So yeah, I think she looked amazing. And now side by side, yeah, fabulous. From a conditioning standpoint, I'm actually noticing our first place, third place, and fifth place. They stand out to me. You know, the lines in the leg. Natalia has beautiful definition in her quad. Perhaps too much for bikini. I don't know. I don't know how much the judges are really wanting. Sometimes they want a little bit more softness. Sometimes they like that hardness. But I think Ellie kind of nailed it right in the middle. She's got the very strong athletic build, but she's not overly conditioned. I think her glutes look really beautiful from the front, but her shoulders look really great too. So it was a fabulous win for her. And now from behind, Ellie again stands out to me because of her conditioning. I'm noticing hamstring. I'm noticing her glute ham tie-ins. I'm noticing her tiny waist, the beautiful balance with her shoulders. She's just got a gorgeous curve. A really beautiful shape too to the top of her glutes. I think Ashlyn as well has that really nice rounded shape up top. Ellie also has great calves. She's got a gorgeous amount of balance in her legs. So I think she nailed it. So in terms of Olympia, Ellie is now qualified. Alessia was already qualified. Ashlyn will have 4. Elisangela will have 2. And Netea will have 1 point. Okay, moving on to wellness. In first place, Barbara. Second, Lorena. Third, Mariella. Fourth, Casey. And fifth, Nerilde. So here's Nerilde in fifth. And the first thing I noticed was this really cool bikini. I've never seen this beautiful scalloped edge. It just looks fabulous. I love it. I think she looks really incredible. She's got so much size, really nice muscle. I love the definition in her delts. Just this gorgeous little line right here. I think it looks really good. She looks very full. Her glutes look amazing. I love this, also this dip right here. Great definition, great detail. I would have done a little bit of a different shade on her lipstick to coordinate a bit more with the suit. I know it's still bright and beautiful, but I would have done something deeper myself. And from a posing perspective, I think maybe she could twist even more. I know that must be so difficult because she's already twisting a lot, but I would have twisted a little bit more to show even more of this back arm. But I think her lower body looks amazing, and I thought this was a really good 5th place. Okay, Casey in 4th. What I really like about Casey is how solid her midsection is. You don't see rib, you don't see that vacuum, you just see abs and like strength. I think she looks really good. And I am so impressed by Casey. I saw on Instagram that she had quite a health scare after the Olympia. So for her to recover and look this good is really something special. She also has beautiful upper body, great shoulders. She's just very buff to me, very full, muscular from head to toe. Beautiful shape to her glutes. I'm loving how it comes in over here. Nice line running up her leg. I don't know that she was fully in the pose, or perhaps it's just the angle. I do prefer, the curve that we see here at the San Antonio. It's not quite as pronounced at this particular angle, but overall I think she looked really beautiful, very solid. So a great 4th place from Casey. Okay, here's Mariella in 3rd place in a very bright and eye-catching suit. I am really noticing her glutes. I love the shape. I love this, how it comes and attaches to the hamstring and creates such a gorgeous curve. I think, her glutes look like a distinct and separate body part, and I love it. Very beautiful. Just a great shape. Love it. I also think that she's got gorgeous definition. Her obliques look really fantastic. Very flat stomach. Though, I also think that Mariella could have twisted more to have her chest and her shoulders facing forward a little bit more. It would open up her body. It would really highlight that S curve. And that's the only thing I can think of. The suit and the lipstick are really nicely coordinated. I'm not crazy about the pink and the yellow myself. I think that the deeper colors are usually better with the tan, but obviously this is for her personality, and she is confident and she looks beautiful, and it's definitely eye-catching. So it gets a thumbs up. But I think she did amazing, and I thought her 3rd place was really good. Okay, Lorena in 2nd place. Okay, when I look at Lorena, I just see so much muscle. She's got great abs, super legs, beautiful, very large glutes. She also has a very well-developed shoulders. Her lats look big. Like, she is just extremely muscular, and I think she looks awesome. She's got a really nice curve to her glute as well. I think her waist looks nice and small. I like that she is twisting more than she did at the Boston, so we see more of her upper body. The only thing is, I think she could just let that arm fall a little more straight rather than curving it toward, the elbows a bit bent. I would have just straightened the arm down. But I think she looks really good. I wouldn't have minded a little bit more detail if the definition could have been a bit sharper to really see that line running down her leg. But I'm super impressed by her abs. I think 2nd place was really good for her, and she looked great. But now Barbara in 1st place. I know she is a fan favorite. You guys were asking about her in the comments. She looks so good, and this pose is so flattering for her. You really notice the curve in her back, the beautiful shape to her shoulders, very full, nice amount of muscle in her arms, and then that glute is just crazy. It's very beautifully shaped. It's not maybe as large as some of the others, and it doesn't necessarily have that same little sweep at the bottom, but it's just got a great shape. It looks very full. It looks very high, and the definition is lovely. She's got this nice curve here, this groove. She's got this beautiful line for her quad in the teardrop shape in the other leg. Like, I think she looks really good. The hair is wispy enough that I'm okay with it being in front, though I always do prefer the hair off the shoulder, particularly in this pose, because it allows you to see the lat, which really makes your eye travel from top to bottom. But I think her skin tone looks amazing, just so rich and smooth. Her waist is tiny and beautiful abdominals, not crazy abs, but just flat and smooth and gorgeous. So I'm so loving it. She looked amazing. And here's everybody side by side. I am drawn to Barbara and her tiny waist, like across the board. Her midsection looks really good, but also her shoulders look amazing. And I think from a posing perspective, she's really showing off her upper body beautifully. Casey as well, I think, is showing off her upper body very well. Barbara just has something, though. Even though she's more petite than the other ladies, she's got that beautiful shape, that beautiful curve, and the glutes really stand out, and her conditioning is beautiful. But really, that shoulder looks phenomenal in front. Like, wow, she looks so good. And now from behind, clearly Barbara has got amazing definition. You're seeing an outline of her hamstrings. Her glute ham tie-ins look really defined, and she's got this gorgeous shape. I love the roundness on top. I love that it comes down so straight. Beautiful sweep to her quads. And then a tiny waist and a really nice amount of shoulder poking through with her hair. I think she looks incredible. Again, not the largest lady on stage, not the largest glutes, not the largest anything, but beautiful shape, beautiful curves, and there is still balance. I know it's wellness, but her legs have a beautiful balance with her glutes. I think her shoulders look fabulous. So I think she just looked really good. Mariella beside her, I thought looked really good too. Really nice shape to her glutes, nice sweep to her quads. Lorena, I think, wow, her size is so great. I just wish that there was a little bit more definition to see the glute ham tie-ins a bit sharper. Our 5th place winner and our 4th place winner, both beautiful size, very tall, great shoulders, but I think Barbara had it. Okay, so in terms of Olympia, Barbara is now qualified. Lorena would have 4 more points. Casey was already qualified, and Mariella would have 3, and Nerilde would have 1. So, as I said at the beginning of the video, we've got 2 more recaps coming from this weekend. I'm just waiting for those photos. So, the Thailand Pro and the Rio Pro. And then coming up next weekend, we've got the Clash, which is a very big bikini show. So, make sure you subscribe. You don't want to miss those notifications. Let me know in the comments what you thought about these top 5s and who you cannot wait to see next weekend at Clash. Give me a like if you like this video, and come find me at turquoisetoffee.wordpress.com and of course on Instagram at turquoisetoffee.